I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I'm obviously not educated on this subject, so yeah.
Have you ever read the Bible?
Well, there was this one time, right, where I read the Bible, but the thing was, I actually thought it was a parody of something because I feel like, right, with this kind of thing, just to read like the audio, like I think I listened to the audio version, like I read some of it, and then there was the audio that actually made it exaggerated, so it felt like somebody was right was like say was reading out a children's story or like some fictional story because that because that's
I see,
kind
I see.
because that's kind of what it's like for some people. They think this whole religion spiel stuff is it's just a fictional book. It's not necessarily relevant or useful. So they just treat it like they treat it like Harry Potter, or they treat it like Lord of the Rings, or they treat it like all of these fictional fantasy books. So they don't really. That's just an example, but they just don't really get it. You know what I mean? They don't understand why people would believe in this sort of thing. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
very in depth. Mm.
So you think the Bible's more like a kid's story?
It's because of the way it's structured, and it's just because I feel like it's because the language of the text is a lot different, and it's in a different time period because it's his older English, different grammar, and there's actually were points where there was these random capital letters, so it wasn't necessary. It was just yeah, I don't know, like I heard right that the Bible was actually written by the Holy Trinity or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I think my friend Avnish, who I had on like 2 months ago almost, when this comes out, yeah, definitely 2 months ago. Yeah, back to my point. He said that the Holy Trinity was a combination of like God and Jesus or something, and the Bible. I don't remember. You probably could explain it to me because I have got no idea where I'm going with this little long-winded answer. So you do you have anything?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, bit of an awkward pause there. But
yeah. Wait, what were you saying? What was the question?
could you elaborate on the what the Holy Trinity is? Because I heard it was this combination of God and combination of Jesus and whatnot. So maybe I just made that up. But yeah, you probably should go for that.
So
Sorry.
the Holy Trinity is what it is. It's God, Jesus, and then the Holy Spirit, led. So all three are kind of like a bit different, but they're the same thing, sort of. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, I see what you mean. I just it's hard to explain because I will go into this just so it elaborates what I was saying. So it's like probably the reason why I don't know a lot about religion is because I was never raised on religion. So I actually was never told. I was told just to make my own decision. Right? I was told, yeah, you do what you want to do. Yeah, you don't believe in God if you don't want to believe in God. Believe in God if I believe in God. Stuff like that. So I never came to the point where I actually wanted to be religious. So because of that, yeah, that's pretty much it. And but actually, I do want to add a little bit more to that. So there was this one time when I was in primary school, right? The teacher asked us, right? The teacher asked us, "Oh, what religion do you believe in? Do you believe in any, if any?" So I put my hand up, not realizing I didn't even know what religion I was a part of, and so I just realized why did I even put my hand up, right? And also, right, this is a bit of a tangent, but there was actually, well, maybe not a bit of a tangent to what I was saying, but it relates in a way. I remember when I lined up in primary school, right, and there was this guy in my like year or whatever, and I said I believe in evolution, and he made fun of me and stuff. So yeah, that's it.
It's a bit
Well,
funny you believing in evolution, lad.
yeah, because I didn't
Damn.
realize that I was in. I didn't realize that I wasn't actually religious, or I just didn't know what religion I supported or not supported, but I believed in. So But
That's
yeah, and
yeah.
actually, I just realised like my mum was actually a Catholic, right? She like her whole life she was told to be like she actually knows a lot about it and stuff. She was taught by nuns. Only that my dad was sort of religious, but it was just because he went to church a little bit or something like that. But he doesn't do it anymore. He